Okay, well, good morning. Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today's theme for our Rasa Yoga class is Follow Your Bliss. And this is actually a class I wanted to teach ever since. I'm not sure why it didn't happen. I guess divine timing is why it's happening now. As I would have mentioned before, last week at the end of our hot yoga class, I decided to explore Surya Yantrasana, but I felt like we really needed to revisit this pose, and I felt like I really needed to revisit it and create a theme around it, the theme that I had in my head from ever since, and really get us mentally and emotionally prepared to approach this pose. Um, it's a deep hip opening, hamstring, shoulder opening, twisted pose. It's like a mashup of almost all the asanas into one shape. And of course, there's no expectation for any one of us to nail it, but to offer up our best expression of it, knowing that whatever we offer is enough. But this whole idea of follow your bliss, I don't know if it's premenstrual or just me being burnt out and run down or what have you, but I've been feeling really down emotionally lately, and things seem to be happening for people around me, but I feel like I'm still in the same place. Of course, when I look around, that's not necessarily the necessarily true, but feelings are feelings. And when they come up, we have to explore them. We have to figure out where they're coming from and work towards it. And one of the things that came up to me was we're in control of what's happening with us in our life, or not happening for that matter. And one of the things we have to make sure that we're doing is that we are following our bliss, that we are doing what it is that we want to do. And it's not always easy to do what you want to do, because as with everything in life, someone is going to have something to say, and it's not always positive. We love when it's positive. We love when we get that support, but it requires courage. Actually, even before courage, it requires knowing what the heck your bliss is, like what truly makes you feel happy, what makes you feel joy. And are you doing that right now in your life as it is? Are you happy with what you do every single day for your career? Are you happy with the friends you have? Are you happy where you live? Are you happy with your partner? Are you happy? Or is your life bringing you joy? Is your life bringing you bliss? I don't think it's possible to be in a perpetual ongoing state of bliss, but are you there more often than you're not? And if I were to ask myself that question, the answer would be no. So yeah, believe it or not, I am not unhappy, but I would like to feel more blissed out more often. So I've started to think about how I can cultivate more bliss in my life. And that is the invitation for you three today, is how can you cultivate more of that bliss in your life and to find the courage to follow it. So the pose, as you know, is Surya Yantrasana, that compass pose. And I think the reason why they came together is because we have our inner compass. We know what our bliss is. We know what it is we want to do. For whatever reason, we create a whole bunch of excuses to talk ourselves out of it. We procrastinate like a boss. I mean, I am so good at procrastination. I could write a book. So, but all we're doing is making ourselves miserable. We're holding ourselves ransom. We're keeping ourselves away from what it is that we desire, what we really want, what will keep us blissed out. So the mudra I'm offering you today is called Abhaya Hridaya Mudra. And this is, an abhaya means fearless. And that doesn't necessarily mean to be without fear, because fear does have its benefits. And Hridaya means heart, center, or the core of something, essence. So I will show you the mudra first. Actually, let's just get the fingers ready, because you really got to wrap the fingers up to come into this mudra. So just open and close them really vigorously. Good. And then interlace your fingers and do like a wave. Change it. Good. And then clasp the hands all the way together and do a couple of figure eights. I really love this mudra. It's called Fearless. It translates to Fearless Heart Mudra. Reverse your infinity symbol. Oh, yo. Just a little side note, I did not know that the infinity symbol represented protection, and I have it tattooed on the back of my neck. The reason why I chose the infinity symbol is because my life path number is 8, and I like the idea of having infinite ability. That was why. But who knew? Bonus protection. Okay. All right. So the mudra. We will try it both ways, but the first way I want you to take it is cross your right arm at the wrist on top of the left, like so. Okay. Now, there's different ways to get into it, but I prefer to start from the pinky end. So top of the pinkies, connect, skip your ring, connect the middle, connect the index, and then bring the ring. Oh gosh, this is not the way I normally do it. This way it feels so weird. And then connect the ring and the thumb together, and then place it at the root of your heart. Okay, this mudra helps to strengthen a fearless connection to your heart's truth and helps you to cultivate the courage to follow your truth, to follow your bliss. So hold it at the root of the heart. Close your eyes if you wish, or you can just soften your gaze, or perhaps look at the tip of your nose. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale softly through the mouth. Take yourself off the hook for a moment and just feel into the energy of this mudra. What is your truth? What is your bliss? What could you either add to your life or remove from your life to help you get closer to your bliss? And if you don't know what that is right now, that's okay. It's something to contemplate, to think about. It's nothing to force. But if you have an idea, you can keep that at the forefront of your mind. And as we move through our practice today, we are working to get closer to finding the courage to be able to follow it freely. If your eyes are closed, you can open your eyes. So we're going to release the mudra. So just release the fingers and then spin the palms and come into Pushpanjali. So we're offering it up. We're making an offering of our practice today to help us find the courage to follow our bliss. Take an inhale, sweep the hands up above your head. It's a pranic wash. And exhale. Send it all the way out there into the ether, into the universe. We're sending it out there, finding our bliss. Okay, I'm going to join you. So stay in your comfortable seated position. Sure, you can see my mat. I'm sure you can see my head and my sexy leggings because I'm really feeling these leggings. Go ahead and have a seat. So hands to your knees and just take it into a couple of circles. Going through our spinal movements, and then go ahead and change direction. And then come back to center. And then inhale, roll the pelvis forward, lift the heart and the chest up for extension, and exhale, tilt the pelvis back, round your spine for flexion. Just 2 more. One more. And then come back to center on your inhalation and exhale. Really root down the pelvis. Right fingertips, and really on the fingertips, and kind of like try to pull the fingertips towards each other. Head of the arm bone is back and you're locking it in place. Inhale, swoop your left arm up, and exhale, twist over to the right. If the elbow bends, stretch it out even more so the arm is nice and long, and then take a full breath in. On the exhalation, just twist and look up towards the left. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. One more. Inhale back up to center and exhale to release. Second side. So really strong grip. Big breath in, reach up, and exhale. You're leaning over to the left, but you're also twisting a little bit to the right. Shoulders away from ears. Breathe deeply and fully. One more breath. And then inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, go ahead and twist to the left. Right hand on left knee, left fingertips behind you. Stay nice and heavy through the sitting bones, grounded down to the earth. Big breath in, reach the crown to the sky, and exhale, draw your navel in. Inhale, reach your arms up, and on the exhalation, exit the twist back to center. Inhale, reach up again, grow super long in your spine, and exhale over to the right. Looking as far over to the right as is comfortable for your neck and your eyes. Good morning, Sadie. One more full breath in. Exhale, deepen the twist, any degree. And then inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Bring your palms to meet, and exhale, bring it into the heart. Hey, little one. Stretch both of your legs out in front of you. Excuse me, Sadie. Moving into Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold. So moving the buttocks, flesh back, and spinning the inner thighs back. So this is that inner thigh back and apart thing that I keep telling you to do. That's what we're meaning. Really spread your toes and anchor the heels and pull them isometrically to the back, or should I say towards your hips. Ground the pelvis down. Inhale, reach up. On your exhalation, lead with the heart, hinge at the hips, and reach your fingertips towards your toes. Hands can rest on the shins. It's not a deep forward fold. I just want you to begin to gently open up the back of your legs. One more breath. Actively press down the legs, and inhale, reach your arms back up, and exhale, release. All right, cat, sniffing my toes. Bend your right knee, placing the foot at the inner seam of your left thigh. Support your knee if it's hanging up off the floor like mine. Janu Shirshasana, same thing, leg is anchored. Full breath in, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge the hips back and reach towards your foot. Hands can either grab the foot or come onto either side of your shin or bend the ankle. One more breath. Press down your legs and inhale, reach up. And exhale, release. Go ahead and change sides. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. You don't have to wait on me. Take your breath, grow long in your spine, and exhale, hinge. One more cycle of breath. Press down, inhale, reach up. And exhale, go ahead and release. Please come onto your hands and knees and keep your blocks nearby as well. Ooh, all right. I wanted to see if I could go without turning on the fan. Nope. Toes tucked, fingers spread nice and wide, hands are firmly planted. Take a few rounds of cat-cow, make them your own. Just moving with your breath, your Ujjayi pranayama, restriction at the back of the throat, the victorious breath. Collecting all of our allies as we journey towards following our bliss. Sometimes, we can become really comfortable in the status quo. The unknown can be scary. And it's funny that we can feel that fear, even though we know that we'd be happy. It's almost like we don't think we deserve it for whatever reason. One more of each. And then come back to a nice long neutral spine and shift your hips way back to your heels. Come up onto the tops of your fingers for your active child's pose. Spread the toes. Full breath into the back and sides of the ribs. And exhale here. And then on your next breath, walk over to your right, taking it into a side bend. Really lengthen the left hip away from the armpit. Full breath in. Exhale completely. Hold the breath out. Make your way back to center. Now inhale and exhale over to the opposite side. Another round of breath. Hold the breath out. Come back to center. Ground your palms. Take an inhale. Pull yourself back to the hands and knees. And on the exhalation, shift your hips towards your heels and pick your bum up for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a few rounds here where you march it out. And then come to stillness. Pick your right leg up. Keep the hips and pelvis closed and step it forward to the top of your mat. Ground your left knee. Just a couple of pulses here. Doesn't matter if the knee goes past the ankle at this point. You're not really putting any pressure or we're not holding any weight. Good. And I'll press down and inhale, rise up. Catch a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and exhale, arc it up and over, and also turn to look over to the outside of your right hip. Inhale, come back up. On the exhalation, we're going into a modified side plank. So kickstand your back leg and then reach to the back of your mat with your left hand. You can come up onto fingertips or ground your hand if that's available. Straighten out your right knee as you turn onto the inside edge. Sweep your right arm alongside your ear. The palm will face down. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. And inhale, lift the ribs up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, turn to look up towards the ceiling with the head. Press your foot down into the mat and pull it back to the midline so you feel the stretch on the inner right thigh, but you also feel the strength. Turn your right palm to face up and lead with it. So pick yourself up as if imagine someone's dragging you up by the hand. Lift yourself all the way up and take it into gate pose. So right hand to the right leg. Big breath in. Turn your left palm to face out. And now spin and look up towards the left. Make sure the left glute and the right glutes are working. You're squeezing them. Good. One more breath. Inhale, sweep the left arm around, turn your right toes forward, bend the knee, make your way into that lunge again. But this time, draw the right hip back and slowly straighten out the right knee, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Toes spread wide, press your right heel down, keep the bend to the right knee, and pull the heel to the back of the mat. Full breath in, lengthen the spine, and exhale, you can fold. Take your left hand and grab a hold of the baby toe side edge of your right foot. Full breath in and exhale, pull yourself into this fold. One more breath. Exhale completely. Reground and rebend the front foot and step it back into downward dog. Quick little march it out or Shakti waves, you choose. And let's move on to the second side. Left leg lifts, step it through. Ground your right knee. Just make sure you've maintained hips distance here. And I'll just pulse it out, a few pulses. You're going as far with this pulse as you can. There's no actual degree. You just go to where it feels good for you, and you're getting a stretch through your right hip flexor. And now press down, hug into the midline. Left hip is moving back a little bit. And inhale, rise up. Left hand to right wrist. And exhale, arc it up and over and look over to the left. Keep squeezing into the midline. Inhale back up. And as you're coming up, kickstand the right foot through here. And then use the left foot to push you to the back of the mat and turn your left toes to face the long side of your mat. Sweep the left arm alongside your ear. Full breath in. Really push the left ribcage, up. So you're picking up from the right side and turn your gaze towards the sky. Press the left foot down into the mat and pull it to the knee of the right leg. One more breath. Turn your left palm up. Lead with it. You can push off with the right hand. Pick yourself all the way up. And it's kind of like a cartwheel or windmill into gate pose. Full breath in, and now exhale, spin. Turn the right palm up. It's awkward, but do it anyway. And look up towards the ceiling. Sweep the right arm all the way around, and now turn back to the front of your mat. So left toes back to the front, rebend the knee, coming back out of it the way we entered. And now shift into your Ardha Hanuman. So draw your left hip back, press the heel down, keep that bend to the knee. Inhale, long spine, exhale, fold. Take your right hand and grab a hold of the baby toe side edge of your left foot and push those 2 points to connect into each other. Your right elbow's facing outward. Full breath in and exhale, pull yourself down. Lessen the bend of the knee, or should I say deepen the bend of the knee if you want to feel less of a stretch, or if it feels like it's too much. But really squeeze, drag the heel to the butt cheek. One more breath. Slowly release. Flatten your hands and step back to downward dog. Take a Shakti wave if you wish. Or two. And now step your feet as wide as your sticky mat and walk your hands back to your feet, moving into our functional forward fold. Edges of your feet lining up with the edges of your mat. Take the lock out of your knee so there's a slight bend to the knee. Hug into the midline as you move the inner thighs back. Hinge the hips way back, shifting your weight into the heels. Reach your arms forward. Full breath in. Expand the ribs, lift the rib cage away from the pelvis with breath. Exhale, tone the navel. Two more, inhale. Exhale fully. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Rock on to the four corners of your feet so the weight is equally distributed. Take your hands over to the right foot. Grab a hold of the outer right shin with your left hand. Take a full breath in here and exhale. Just pull yourself over to your right leg. You can take your right hand and stretch it out in front of you. Now take another full breath in and now exhale, twist and look underneath your right armpit. One more breath. Slowly release. Come into a long spine here and now change sides. Walk over to the left foot, right hand to the outside of the left shin. Take a full breath in and exhale. Pull yourself into a little bit of a twist, similar to what we just did in Hanuman. And inhale, slowly lengthen, and exhale, let it go. Heel toe your feet back to hips distance. Bend the knees, plant your hands, and walk out into a plank. Just hold the plank here for a moment. Full breath in. Exhale, hips up, downward dog. Come up onto the balls of your feet, maybe up onto fingertips to create more space. And you can step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Bend your knees and inhale with a long spine. Rise all the way up. Palms meet above the head. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Oh, wow. Okay. I was going to do Surya A, but because of time, we're going to jump straight into our fearless heart namaskar. So please bring your hands into the mudra. Before we cross right over left, I'll cross left over right. This is the way that I'm accustomed. So this feels really right. This feels familiar to me. So remember, you're hooking the pinky, the middle, and the index, and you're skipping the ring, and the ring of the thumbs connect, and then place it at the root of the heart. Abhaya Hridaya Mudra, fearless heart mudra for fearless heart namaskar. Ground from your leg, from your pelvis through your legs into the earth, and allow your crown to extend up towards the sky. Follow your bliss. What makes your heart sing? With whatever that is at the forefront of our mind, let's begin. Release the mudra, inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, come into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left foot to the back of the mat, rest your knee. Hug into the midline. Inhale, cross your right wrist in front of your left. Circle and open up the arms. Plant your hands and exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Rest your knees. Exhale into your chaturanga. Come all the way down onto your belly. Stretch the toes away from you. Inhale, pick the heart forward in that Bhujangasana. And slowly release on your exhale. Take a breath. Exhale into Adho Mukha. Sweep your left leg up. Step it to the top of your mat. Ground your right knee. Left wrist in front of right. Inhale up. Circle the arms around. Exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full deep fold with a long spine. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, ground your knee. Left wrist in front of right. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog. Inhale, Palakasana, rest the knees, plank. Exhale, Ardha Chaturanga. Come all the way down. Drag the hands back as you pull the heart forward and up, that fearless heart. Slowly release it, and I'll step it back into your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, step it through. Right wrist in front of left, Anjaneyasana, big full breath in, open up the heart. Exhale, step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's go again. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left foot steps back, ground your knee. Inhale, right wrist, front of left, open it up. Exhale it back. Inhale it forward, ground the knees. Exhale, Ardha Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg lifts, step it through. Ground the right knee. Keep your right hand down, take a breath in. And on the exhalation, take the left arm up, hug into the midline for a twist. Circle the arm around, and now step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Last time, second side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, ground your knee. Left wrist crosses the right. Inhale into Anjaneyasana. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, plank, knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, pause. Come all the way down. Bhujangasana. Exhale. Adho Mukha, right leg lifts. Step it through. Ground the left hand and knee. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Fingertips to the floor. Press into the right leg. Step forward into your fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold deeply. Bend your knees and inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Please come into the mudra one more time here. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Acknowledge what you feel. Know that it's perfectly okay to feel nervous. It's okay to feel excited. Allow that joy to come in. Release the mudra, spin. Pushpanjali mudra. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, wash it over you. And then offer it all the way out into the ether, hands back to the heart. Cross your, if you need a sip of water, you need to wipe your belly, you can do so quickly. Otherwise, please cross your, I'll face you just for this. Cross your right leg in front of the left. Take the arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, pull yourself over to the left. But you're going to turn your gaze and a little bit of a twist as you look up towards the right. Inhale back up to center, release the hands. Exhale, uncross the feet. Second side, left crosses over right. Take the arms up. Grab a hold of your left wrist, big breath in, lift it up, and exhale, arc over to the right and look up to the left. Move the inner thighs back, draw the low belly and front ribs in. One more breath. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, release, uncross your legs. Come back to hips distance, take your hands around behind you and interlace your fingers. Take a full breath in, lift the bind away from you, lift the heart forward and up, chin in, lift the gaze a little bit. Exhale, hold it here, really opening up the front of the shoulders and the chest. Big breath in, and on the exhalation, bend your knees, hinge the hips back and come into a Baddha Uttanasana form. Hug the outer shins in and spin the inner thighs back. Lift the shoulders up away from your ears. Bend your left knee. Take an inhale and lift the heart forward while still keeping the bind reaching up. Now exhale, twist over to your right for a Parsva Uttanasana form. Inhale back to center. On the exhalation, bend your right knee, straighten out the left a little bit, and twist over to the left. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale back to center, long spine. Exhale, fold. Release your fingertips to the earth. And depending on your energy level and how excited you feel about this journey following your bliss, either step or jump back to chaturanga. Take an inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale it up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale fully. Sweep your right leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Keep the left armpit lifted. Come up high into the ball of your left foot and pick the right inner thigh up even more. Now re-square your pelvis and step your right foot to the top of your mat. Lower the pelvis, kind of like what we were doing in the beginning. Really let the pelvis sink here. Draw the right hip back, but still hug into the midline. Knees moving past ankle, lift the gaze. And now exhale, push and straighten out the front foot. You can lift up the toes or you can keep the toes down. So you're shifting back to this pyramid long stance as far as you can go and feel that opening through the calf muscle and of the back leg and the hamstring of the front. And shift back, nice and slow and controlled. Just doing one more, so a total of 3. Drop your back heel. Now take your left hand and just grab the baby toe side edge of the foot. And pull the forehead towards the shin here. Draw the right hip back. And release, bend the front knee. And now walk your upper body out to 10 o'clock, up on fingertips. And you can swing the hips back. So they're going to be sticking out. Kind of the opposite of what I always want you to do, but just for this particular purpose. So really walk your hands as far. Think of your functional forward fold. Press the tops of the fingers down into the earth. Isometrically drag your heels towards each other. Move the inner thighs and the groins back. Take a full breath in. Elongate your spine as much as possible. And exhale. Against that elongation, tone the belly, tone the navel. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands back in. Pull the right hip back and into the midline. Take the right arm underneath the right leg just for a moment. Just to feel that. And now come out from underneath there. Lead with your left hand and kind of like reverse windmill. Push down into the right leg and pull you up into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Check your alignment. Make sure you're happy with where you are. Good. Spin the right palm up. Inhale, reverse it. Viparita, Viparita, Virabhadrasana. Left hand to back leg or take it to your heart or the right hip crease. Inhale into Parsvakonasana, forearm to thigh. Sweep the left arm around alongside your ear and really focus on lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling. One more breath. Press down into the right leg. Inhale back up to Warrior 2. Exhale it all the way down and step it back. Downward facing dog. Take the vinyasa or rest. Or Shakti waves. Lots of choices. I'm going to rest. Let me turn around. Once you're back in your downward facing dog, pick your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Come up super high onto the ball of your right foot. Pick the left inner thigh up more. Re-square your pelvis and step your left foot through. 3, deep, deep, deep lunge into our pyramid long stance shape, moving with your breath, moving at your pace. Allow that breath to help you. Grab whatever allies you need on this journey. Taste the excitement as you get closer to it. Pause here on the last one. Stabilize yourself by taking the left hand out a little bit to the left. And you can grab a hold with the right hand to the outside of the left foot and just pull yourself in and look underneath the right armpit. Yeah, Jen is like, what? If it feels awkward, it's probably right. And then slowly release, rebend the front knee, drop your back heel. I think that's what we might have done last time. And now walk up to 2 o'clock. Up on the fingertips. Move the inner thighs back. Full breath in, exhale, tone the belly and the navel. You know the drill. Getting as much space through the ribs, each of the ribs, and each of the vertebrae of your spine. Begin to walk back in and pull the left hip back in towards the midline. And just put on your left leg like a backpack. Just take the arm underneath there for a spell, just to get that sensation. And now come out, lead with your right hand and lift yourself all the way up into your warrior two, second side. What is stopping you from pursuing this bliss-filled life? We know we have a short time on this planet. Why would we not want to live it completely engulfed or in just covered in bliss? What's the fear? Is it a fear of being happy? Is it a fear that if we do actualize it, we will lose it? Turn the left palm up and release it, or reverse it rather, into reverse warrior. Allow there to be a lifting up of both sides of the ribs, not just the opening of the left, but also the right. On the next inhalation, forearm to the thighs, sweep the right arm around on the exhalation and open up into Parsva Konasana. Perhaps there's a small part of you that feels, or a small part of us that feels we don't deserve this happiness. Maybe there's a part of us that worries that if we get this happy, if we live this fulfilling life, others won't be pleased. But it's not their life to live, it is ours. One more breath. Lead with your right hand. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shakti waves, vinyasa. If you're choosing the vinyasa, please remember to pause in your chaturanga. Once you come back to your downward facing dog, come up high into the balls of your feet. Bend your knees and lift your gaze to your thumbs and step or hop to the top of your mat. Ooh. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Bend your knees and with a long spine, inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your palms to meet above your head and exhale, bring your hands into the heart. Okay. Please have your strap handy. You can go ahead and make a quick loop with it. I should have had you do this at the beginning of class. I don't know, the loop might take too much time. So just fold it in half and get it to a short length. So mine is a 10-foot strap. I don't know what I was thinking. I say this every time. So fold it in half. And then, yeah, so I think folding it twice should be enough. Keep it nearby. You may or may not need it, but you just want it to be within easy reach. So I'm placing mine kind of in the middle of the mat, so my arm should be able to grab it. Okay, so from here, shift your weight into your left leg with a slight bend to the knee and pick your right knee up. Notice the hip hike. Take your left hand and grab a hold of. So choices, either take the hand to the outer thigh by the knee, or use your strap around the ball of your foot, or grab the baby toe side edge of your right foot with your left hand. Take the right arm, out. Inhale, reach the right arm up. On the exhalation, option one, stay here and turn to look back at your right thumb, or straighten the leg out. Hold it here. Keep the shoulder blades on the rib cage and drop the right hip. One more breath. Slowly come back to your start position. Hands back at the heart. Take a full breath in. On the exhalation, lead with the heart, hinge the hips back. Release your fingertips to the floor. Stretch the right leg out behind you in a supported warrior 3. You have the option to stay here in the supported warrior 3, or take your left hand to the back of the calf muscle and take it into standing splits. Inhale, extend through the crown and from the crown away from the tailbone. And now exhale, whoops, step back a bit. Pull your forehead towards your left shin. Keep the hips and pelvis square. Pick up from the inner right thigh, shoulders away from ears. One more full breath in. Now exhale, lower the right foot to the back of the mat. And I'll drop your right heel down in your warrior 2 stance. With the left hip drawing back, lead with your right arm and sweep yourself up into warrior 2. So this is where we may need the strap again or shortly. So turn your left palm up, reverse your warrior once again. Inhale into your side angle. So listen carefully. From this shape, slowly straighten out your left knee and pick up the toes and take your left hand down to the ground or to a block. Show you with a block. Now we're going into a form of triangle. It's a bound twisted triangle. So from here, take the left hand now from the block and reach to your outer shin or right thigh. And take the right hand to grab a hold of the baby toe side edge of your left foot. Take a full breath in. On the exhalation, use your left hand to pull and the right hand to pull you underneath, whoops, your right armpit, and have a look. This is the pose that I thought a certain friend of ours would have a what the heck. There you are. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Uh-oh, come back. Good. And slowly release. Oh. Wasn't that fun? Come on, you know what? I was gonna make you come back up into, warrior 2, but how about we just come down to the mat and step it back, yeah? Take your vinyasa. Or perhaps you rest, because that was a mouthful. It was good fun. All right, make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise up. Oh, exhale, hands to the heart. So we have a second opportunity. Think of this bliss fulfillment as a second chance. Second chance to like a major do-over. It's a new month, new beginnings, set new intentions. We're following our bliss. We're doing the work. We're going to make sure that everything we do in life brings us some modicum of joy. Shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left knee up. Right hand to the outer hip and stay here. Or grab the outside edge of your left foot. Keep the left hip in line with the right. Inhale, left arm reaches up. As you exhale, kick the foot into the hand and open up. Make sure you drop the hip. It's going to want to come up. Lower the hip away from the ribs. Good. One more breath. Inhale, bring the left arm back up. Exhale, rebend the left knee, hands back to heart. Full breath in. Exhale into that supported warrior 3 shape. Stay in your warrior 3 or take it into standing splits. Right hand to the back of the right calf muscle. Draw the right hip back. Full breath in, lengthen. Exhale, spin the inner left thigh up to the sky as you continue to draw the right hip back. Big breath in, bigger breath out. Slowly release it, bend the right knee, rest the left foot to the back of the mat. Hands down, drop the back heel. Press down into the right leg, come all the way up into your warrior two. So you can always use a strap around the ball of the foot like so when we get to that funky triangle. Okay, turn your right palm up, go ahead and reverse your warrior. Inhale through warrior two, exhale into side angle Parsva Konasana. So wiggle your left foot in a little bit. Let's try this. And now slowly straighten out the right knee, coming into that triangle shape. So pick up the right toes. You're pressing the heel down, bend to the knee, pulling the heels towards each other. Start by taking the right hand down and reach the right hand to grab the outside of your left thigh. Use your strap around the ball of your foot. You might have to get that in place first. Hold close to the anchor point. Then take a full breath in, lengthen the spine, and on the exhalation, pull yourself, draw the right hip back and pull yourself underneath your left armpit. Keep squeezing the heels towards each other. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through the crown of the head. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly release. Rebend your right knee, step it back to downward facing dog. Shakti waves, rest or take your vinyasa. Or whatever else feels super good in your body. Once you're back in downward facing dog, please place your right shin to the front of the mat, preparing for Ekapada Rajakapotasana prep, pigeon pose. So the knee comes to the outside of the right wrist and the left knee comes down and you're walking the left knee back. Spread the toes of your right foot and try to get the edge of the foot into the mat. Draw the right hip back, spin the left inner thigh up. So that deep midline hug, that deep dive into following our bliss. Can you feel the excitement rising as we get closer and closer, following our inner compass? Take a full breath in, lift up, exhale, keep that length and come onto your forearms. Or forearms can come to blocks, or if you prefer, you can stay up on your hands. We're taking it into that deep twist to open up the front of the thigh. So make sure that you've either patted your left knee up or you've walked the left knee far enough back that you're above the knee biscuit. Bend your left knee, pulling the heel towards your butt cheek. Reach your right arm out, full breath in and exhale, externally rotate through the right shoulder and reach the hand back towards your foot. Strap it up or grab the outside edge of the foot. Take another full breath in. On the exhalation, spin the left lung over to the right and lean into it. Lean into the left arm a bit. Head of arm bones back, shoulder blades down, lift. Keep the squeeze to the midline. One more breath. Slowly release. Same way we entered. Plant your hands. Step it back to downward facing dog. Second side. Left shin forward. Right knee down. Walk the knee back. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down onto the forearms. Take a moment here. And then go ahead and bend your left knee. Reach your left arm out. Your right knee, reach your left arm out. Full breath in. Exhale, open up and reach back. But I've been talking my head off all morning about this whole follow your bliss. And as I said, some of us may not even know what that looks like. But we can think about different things. And oftentimes we look at what other people are doing and we feel like, oh, I would love to be doing that. So you just have to sit and think about it. What would your ideal life look like? and notice how you respond to it. We have to be very clear about what it is that we want, what it is that we're going after. Take another breath and deepen that twist. Pull the heel towards the butt cheek. And then release it, but don't go back to downward facing dog. Lower the left hip and sweep the right leg around. Sometimes it may mean having to give something up. Sometimes it means taking a big risk. And that can be what's scary. That can be what stops us from following our bliss. But what's scarier? This is going to sound really dark, but what if you got to the end of your life and realized that you were never happy? So the time is now to seize the day. So fingertips are going to either be facing the same direction as your toes or outwards or somewhere in between those two extremes. I'm going with fingers facing the same direction of my toes. Second thing is you have the option to keep your knees bent once you lift your bum off of the mat. We're moving into Purva, which is an upward facing plank. Or you can come into reverse tabletop. So if you're doing the reverse tabletop, your knees will stay bent. If you're going for the plank, stretch your legs all the way out. Squeeze the legs together, hug outer shins, inner thighs back. Lift the chest up. Take an inhale. Lift up on the inhale. And exhale, hold. Grip the floor with your hands. So if you're going the bent knee shape, really squeeze your glutes. Drive your hips up. Nice and high. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath. Slowly release. Good. Stretch your legs out. Give them a little shake. Okay, so bend your right knee, keep the left leg straight. Actually, we're going to take that Janu Shirshasana form. So take the leg a little bit wider than that 90-degree tree pose angle. Okay, move the inner thighs back, ground the left ankle. Take a full breath in, reach up, exhale. At first, just come down the center line. Take a big breath in. Exhale, ground. Inhale, rise up. And now exhale, twist towards your left thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach for your left foot. Strap can come around the ball of the foot. You can take your right hand to the outside edge of the left foot and take the left hand behind you. Take a full breath in and exhale, pull yourself towards the shin that way. Really opening up the right side of the body. Take a big breath in. And now the exhalation, come back up, lead with the right hand. Now we're going into the Janu, the Parivrita Janu shape. So left hand is going to be by the inside of the left leg. Right hand is on the outside of the right thigh. Take a full breath in. Exhale, twist a little bit to the right. Now take another inhale, get super long. And now exhale, reach over. So the hands, the left hand, the palm will face up and you can either anchor it underneath the calf muscle, or if you have the ability and you can reach, or you can use your strap to grab the inside of the left foot, and then the right arm will meet on the outside. And that will help you to twist a little bit more deeply. So if you're using the strap, I would recommend holding a strap in the left hand around the ball of the foot. pull you down, and then you can take your hand and just hold the strap and open up. So use the left arm as your anchor to take a full breath in and exhale, deepen that twist. So you're already in your compass shape, essentially. One more breath. Lead with your right arm. Inhale, pick yourself up. Exhale, release. I'm not saying that we go out like crazy people and start doing all the things that make us blissed out. Take it baby steps. One thing at a time. What is one thing you can change right now that will make you feel a little bit happier or a little bit closer to that bliss? So once the pelvis is anchored, and again, spread the toes, press the heel down and pull it isometric to the groins. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down the center line. Fingertips reach. I think one of the first places to start is expressing gratitude for where you are right now and seeing what's great in your life right now. And then we can move from there and just add bit by bit by bit, eliminating all those things that distract us and take us away from appreciating where we are and what we have right now. And then finding the ability to, be happy for anyone that may be close to us or what have you, that seems to be doing, oh, so great, better than we are. Be happy, genuinely happy for them. And that can be hard to do sometimes, as ridiculous as it may sound. One more breath here. And before you lift up, really press down from the pelvis, really anchor yourself, and then reach, lift up and release. Okay. Turning now, take a full breath in and exhale, twist. Yes, Sadie, hello again. Reach the arms up on your in-breath and exhale, reach for your foot. Taking left hand to the baby toe side edge, reaching the right hand back, full breath in and exhale, pull yourself into that twist. Very much like we did in the beginning of our class in our Hanuman and in our triangle. Ground down, lead with your left arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. And now coming into our Parsva form. The right arm is here. Twist a little bit to the left. That's your inhale. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, reach the right arm up. Kind of like that windmill thing that we've been doing. And then move into that shape. Strap around the right foot if you like, or left hand is reaching to the outside of the right foot. Right hand is reaching to the inside. Or you can just keep your left hand on your thigh. That also works really well. Focus on the twist and the looking up for this. So twist on your exhale, your out breath. When we can find a little gratitude, it opens up more doors. It brings more things for us to be grateful for. Take a full breath in, release, and exhale, let it go. All right, ladies, we have done the work. We have thought deeply, long and hard about what it is that we want. What is going to help us get that much closer to bliss? We followed our inner compass, and now it's time to actually explore it. So we pretty much literally just did it. The only difference is our leg was on the ground. So if you look at Parivrita Janu Shirshasana, it's pretty much our compass pose, just a different shape. So let's prepare for this. Right knee bent, heel at the groin. Take your hands around your left foot. And let's actually take just the left hand. Let's just do a little archer's Pose here, pull it in. Yeah, we might go a little bit over. I'm sorry. We spent too much time chatting in the beginning. Here, I know I might have been to blame for that. Okay, so this is where it gets fun. Right hand is going to come to the sole of the left foot. Take the left arm up and bring it down on the inside. Okay, I like to take the web of my hand to the ankle and then push the knee back and stick the elbow out so that you can anchor the leg back there. And I'm actually moving back my hip as well. And then reach, remember we did this, reach across. So this is locking yourself in place. Now switch the grip. Remember I talked about turning the palm out. Turn the palm out so the hand comes over the top of the foot. This could also be your strap. Then take a full breath in. And on the exhalation, start to kick into the hand and to look to the right with the strap. Strap around, hold on to the strap. Hey, nice. And then open up. Spread the toes, shoulders away from ears. Breathe. Follow your bliss. And then you can take a breath and slowly release. Look at you guys. Oh my God. I need a screenshot of that. Listen, you got to get this nailed on the second side. I'm just kidding. But on the second side, I'm coming in and getting a screenshot. That was great. Whew, take a moment, shake it off. Second side. Sadie, just give me a few more minutes and then I promise I'll feed you. Left knee in. Grab a hold of your right foot. She's almost the equivalent of your dog, just she doesn't bark. Okay, couple of these. So I'm going to turn sideways. So I'm really taking my knee back, as far back as I can get it. Yeah? That's what's happening there. Move, kitty cat. So left hand, right arm comes up, bring it in. Use the elbow, help you push it back. Plant your hand. Grab your strap. Take it around the foot. Full breath in. On the exhalation, kick and twist. Oh, okay. All right. No, Janty, don't come out of it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh God, how do you do it again? Oh, this is so great. I want you all to see this. All right. All right, you can come out of it when you're ready. Thank you for indulging me, but I really wanted you to see the amazing shapes you made, your compasses, your sundials. Just wanted you to see that. And now slowly just stretch your legs out. How do you feel? Just how do you feel right now? Come onto your back into constructive rest and just, I don't know, but I feel really amazing. What emotions are coming up for you right now? Please take it into constructive rest. Close your eyes for a moment and just imagine what it would feel like to be living your full life, embracing your life fully, having followed your bliss. Just imagine. Keep your feet where they are, separate your knees and lower them over to the right. On your next exhalation, hold the breath out. Pick the knees back up. Inhale and exhale, lower your knees to your left. On the next exhalation, hold the breath out. Draw the knees back up. Take an inhale and exhale, bring them into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins tightly. Lower your chin to your chest and pick your head up, bringing your forehead to your knees. Lower the head. And keep the embrace. Release. Stretch your legs all the way out in preparation for Shavasana. Arms slightly away from your body with your palms facing up. Take a deep breath in, hold it in, and then exhale completely. Continue to breathe and begin to paint that picture of your perfectly blissful life for the next few minutes. And once again, becoming aware of your surroundings and becoming aware of your body on your mat. Moving your fingers and your toes. Slowly beginning to wake your body up. You can take a big breath in and extend your arms above your head. Stretch your body all the way out. And then exhale, side out, let it all go. Knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug and squeeze. And then release your feet to the floor. Roll onto your side and pause there for a moment. And then you can bring yourself up to a comfortable seat and come back to our beautiful Abhaya Hridaya Mudra. Fearless heart mudra at the root of the heart. Got it? All right. So can you spin it that way so you can see the two openings? Good. And bring it down to the root of the heart. So drop it down. Yeah, right here. Good. Just close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just remember that it's not too late to make any changes in your life. You're not too old. It's not too late. You can do this. You can have the life that you've always dreamed of. Just make the decision, and with a fearless heart, take that leap, take that step to follow your bliss. Release the mudra, spin it forward, push Panjali. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Send it all the way out to the ether, into the universe. Bring it back into the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing energy with me this morning and trusting me to guide you through your practice today. Be free, be true, and always be you. Blessed be.